All right. I believe we are live and all that and such. And hey guys, what's up? Levels looking good in OBS, so you know, let me know if anything seems a little quiet, a little loud. But what's up, Joseph? What's up, Mr. T-Bones? What's up, Toasty Binks? And you're right, let's get tricking. So, we're in Jet X2O. I'm gonna just back out to the main menu. I didn't want to linger on that because that goes to demo mode, you know, if you stick on it. But alright, let's get this going. This stream will be about showing off trick mode, which if you played SSX Tricky, you'll remember that for show off mode there, they would add more ramps, more trick opportunities, and multipliers to the levels to basically add some extra things and let you get higher scores. And you know, actually, first off, we're gonna go to Karen for the first level, simply because, I mean, I trashed on her in my Compendium, and I wanted to see, you know, I did a separate playthrough to see if I could get her, actually, let me turn it down on my speakers a little bit. Okay. I think, yeah, you could see the secret third wetsuit. Not really secret, but you have to, like, literally beat the last level on expert mode to get those. So yeah, anyway, trick mode kind of functions the same in this game. That you'll be given the level and you'll be the only person on it. There will be multipliers all throughout. There will be some extra jumps. If you remember, the main level was already full of jumps. There will be some extra jumps, and it's kind of interesting seeing some of the opportunities the game expects you to do. Like, you'll just see on, you know, flat ground, you'll be expected to sub-dive and jump up for a multiplayer. So, you know what? First up, actually, I'm going to start on amateur mode just for a minute or so you can kind of see what that looks like. Because another thing in trick mode is that you have a countdown timer. You see on amateur mode, you start with 2 minutes 30 seconds on this level. And when you do tricks, based on the amount of points that trick is worth, it'll give you more time, as well as increase your points. So let's do a lounge with 2 barrel rolls and hope we land. Okay, we didn't land, but alright, let's try for another trick. Let's again try a lounge with 2 barrel rolls and hope we land. Alright. So that, you see, a 9,000 point trick gave you about 6 seconds on the clock on amateur mode. And basically what I'm just showing off with these is that amateur mode starts you with more time, and the trick thingies give you more score back. Alright, so you can also see that the multipliers are multiplicative. I collected a 2x and a 3x in the same jump, and so those combined for a 6x addition to my base multiplier as well. So yeah, that's kind of a different thing. But then here, you saw me fail that sub dive, but like there's no ramp there. The game is challenging you to go for that. So the dark blue are the 2x, the lighter blue are the 3x, and if I collect this one, yeah, some of the multipliers are tricky. That would have been a 5x. So you know what, I'm gonna stop that there, and we're going to go on to expert mode now. And hopefully I'm not too far behind you guys in terms of chat. And of course, please let me know if there's something you want to discuss and get a slightly delayed answer to. Or if, you know, I'm dropping frames or such. I looked back at my the SSX original stream, and that was a bit lower quality than it needed to be, so I have attempted to increase the bitrate and all that. Alright, so now we'll go into expert mode. I will pick, you know, I'll show off each level, each character again, but this time I'll put the characters' default outfits with their signature crafts, since, you know, those are supposed to match each other or such. And I'm also thinking I'll probably do, sorry, let me skip that. I'm thinking I'll pick a different character for each level than I did in the Compendium, and I will also do 2 or 3 runs of each level, showing kind of first the main path and then showing kind of, you know, trying to go for one of the wilder paths, try to show more shortcuts and show the opportunities there. Alright, so if I can line up and get this first trick, let's go for that lounge, double barrel roll. Alright, so this is going to be worth a little more, and you're going to see it only gives me 4 seconds. And I also only started with a minute and a half. So, you know, I don't know about pro mode, it's probably somewhere in the middle, but the difference between amateur and expert is that, you know, expert, you start with less time, and the same amount of trick points gives you less back. So you have to be tricking a lot more. And so that means, you know, you should always, if you can, throw in an extra little trick. A bar hop, or a can, or a knack. Always try and get that in there and boost your multiplier. I will also... Oh god, I'm not getting that. I will attempt to do this without having to do too much like pendulum to tomahawk cheese, but if I get, you know, if I'm worried about failing and I want to, you know, really make sure we keep going, then I'll just do some cheese. So I'm actually probably playing too well for this first run. This first run I want to show off basically just the main path and see how, you know, someone who doesn't know a million things about this game might play trick mode and see where the challenges might lie. Oh god, the barbender. Some of those tricks that I didn't really go for in the Compendium, it's because, like, their animations are so long. Like, you saw the barbender, I went to land that and took just a little too long to actually land. Alright, so I'm gonna be trying to play like someone who, you know, is comfortable in the game, but isn't, you know, doing, like I said, tomahawk to pendulum cheese over and over and over. So the most time you can get from any trick is 60 seconds. You know, any trick can be worth, you know, any amount of points as long as you, you know, can string enough together. Oh my god, how did I not get that 5x? I like passed through it. It's just like Tricky. They copied that from Tricky too. You pass right through the multipliers sometimes. I'm actually a little concerned about my time running out, so I'm gonna give myself a, you know, 10 seconds or so with that. I know I'm talking a lot. You guys, well, I just got 37 seconds from that, so that's cool. But you can kind of see the amount you need to trick to keep up in expert mode. I'm also hoping to use this opportunity to chat about anything else that I want to chat about that I couldn't really get in the Compendium descriptions, mainly because I didn't want those to be, like, hella long. But with Karen, you know, I did this separate playthrough where I specifically got to expert mode, and I specifically put as many points as I could into her handling to try and make her craft handle well. And, you know, she's got more points, but I still feel like there's an inbuilt slowness to her handling, even though I have her stat up to the levels of, like, I don't know, Luke's craft or Kenji's craft were by default. Oh my god. I'm failing a lot of these sub dives to try and get some extra multipliers. I'm hoping to try and go for those, since that's really one of the striking examples of the game adding multipliers to areas where there aren't exactly tricks. So there, yeah, I was able to do that, and so that'll be the first run on Slickstream. And oh, let me see if I can show this off. Oh no, I was a little slow on subdiving. One thing you can do at the end of a race, and I'll try and show this off, is that you can sorry, I was checking levels and such again. you can jump and go over the thing that's sort of the finish line. Alright, so I'm gonna do Slickstream again, but try and kind of take the alternate path so you can see what are over there. I don't know if my chat's lagged or something, or maybe I'm just being pushy with this, but I notice, to me, no one has spoken since Joseph Lambert says, "And we're off." What are you guys thinking about, kind of what you're seeing so far? Oh, well, I'll take this opportunity. Yep, there's more where that came from. Alright, so, oh god. I kind of faked myself out with that one. I was like, oh right, I'm taking alternate paths now. You know, the whole talking while playing thing is, a little... Alright, so, oh god, I gotta stop going for the pendulum. Wow, I went over those. So, yeah, a cool little sub-dive attempt, in this shortcut. Alright, well, I don't have any boost, but we're gonna see if we can maybe do something with this. Alright, so Joseph, I guess, is keeping score for all you guys at home, question mark? Keeping score of my scores. And also, Bert. Hey, welcome. You love these PS2 graphics? Yeah. There's something about them. Of course there's something about them. Oh, God. I was gonna say, you can kind of tell when you're gonna crash or not when you go land riding. But sometimes it's still a little tough. Oh, jeez. I might actually fail this. Like, I crashed, you know, a few too many times. I'm a tomahawk pendulum only to get myself enough time to actually get over here and continue. Alright, that was really good. I actually collected the 3 times as well. So that'll get me like 30 seconds. You know, you'd have to take the main path to see this, but there's actually like a shortcut or two in Slickstream that I didn't show off in the Compendium. Oh god, go. It's another one of those kind of tunnels or such on the side of a rock wall where you can jump up and through it. Oh my god. Also on this Karen, I put some points in her handling, but once I felt like that was fine, I actually put, you know, enough points in her speed to get her absolutely maxed out. So I am actually jumping over some of these, I'm gonna fail this. I'm gonna fail this unless that was worth enough points to get me to the next ramp. Wow. See, like, it's actually... if I... No, damn it. Okay. I'm gonna do this one more time. But actually, note as well that that wasn't necessarily a fail. Sure, I ran out of time, but I did get 280,000 points. So it's not like SSX, where if you don't reach the next checkpoint, you just straight up time out. I mean, the game probably intends you to run out of time unless you're really good. But I want to get to the end of the level. I wasn't taking that seriously enough. We're just gonna do some cheese, baby. I feel kind of bad because, like, it'd be kind of cool in this game to go for, like, score challenges versus each other, but really because of how the combo system works, all the best scores would come from spamming pendulum to tomahawk and spamming, you know, every single flip or trick as well as you can, as good as you can. Just like how, like, SSX Original is all about doing the experimental on every trick for the highest scores, and SSX3 is all about doing monster tricks and getting your combo up to 30x. Unless we banned, like, I don't know, pendulum to tomahawk, and even then that's a really gray area. I think show off would be a little hard to make look, you know, super flashy. Not super, you know what I'm talking about, God. I gotta get back in the streaming game. Alright, let's see if I can get over here. God, you guys see what I'm talking about. She's still really slow, and oh man, there's chat now. Oh jeez. I'll try to read, but as you can see, I need to be kind of on my A game. Well, I do have 3 minutes because of the amount of cheese, but another thing, one more thing, note that there's no buoys around at all. You have to get, you know, you have to get all your boost from tricking, which actually does provide some interesting changes since, you know, unless you do a sub dive and basically do a trick yourself. God damn it. Okay, I don't need the pendulum tomahawk at all when I have 3 minutes. I need to get that back out of my brain. Let's say this. See, this is only a 2x. That's kind of rough. If I can kind of land that with my bottom down, that's good. But yeah, see those five... Actually, I'm gonna go for the extra shortcut. It's right here. It's nothing special, it just cuts a corner off, but that's still something that I didn't get to show off in any of the Compendium runs. But, so yeah, one other thing, as you kind of see, so like 2x multipliers are pretty low to the ground. They're pretty easy to get. 3x's are a little harder. 5x's really require you to, like, go for them completely. Just launch yourself off a ramp with a lot of speed to try and get them. And again, this is pickier than like SSX Tricky was with its SSX or SSX Tricky was with their large multipliers, or SSX3 was with its kind of semi-magnetic ones. You know, these require you to hit them pretty much head on. So one kind of late addition to my Karen video, and I did add this to the description, but it wasn't up immediately, was that I actually went back, and the Prima Donna is pretty much, I think, the best trick, like, with the most amount of points for the time it takes. Like, you just saw Prima Donna was as fast as, if not faster than, like, that split-up trick, and Prima Donna's worth 15,000 base. Well, Split Up was worth like 11,000 or 12,000 or so. You know, Prima Donna gets 15,000 in the same time other tricks of its length only get like 9-10,000. So, does that mean Karen's the best for show-off? Not really, because, again, even ignoring that it's mostly about your multipliers, your points deteriorate the more you do a special trick. Which, again, I don't really like, because it does that all the time when, like, come on, surely I could do enough otherwise. Oh, okay, so while I'm at the end of the level, and while I have the time to do this, I'm going to go back and get my Mega Meter, because I am going to try to jump over the finish line here. Alright. Come on! Well, I have 8 levels to go for it. But if I got a little higher, I would just rocket up over the top of it. It does something to your momentum. Alright. So, that was a Slick Stream. And so now we'll go on to Delta Factor next. And now I can read some of your comments. Yeah. T-Bones, I'm sure there was a viewer discretion advised message somewhere in here to stop people from trying to be superheroes. Extreme Sports package delivery game. So like a crazy taxi, but you're like a FedEx driver instead or something. Let me see. So, yeah, I have a few different files based on getting certain characters all the way through their career mode, but the player one is basically, I got Taylor through expert mode to unlock everything, and then I'd go to single event, and I got every other character up to expert mode so I could pick any character in any track. So on this, I'd like to, like I said, use different characters for a level than I did with the, Compendium. And I got one request from Joseph Lampert a while ago to save Eva Del Toro from Metronox. So I'll do that. But otherwise, it'll kind of be my choice with this. So let's see. I think Leah. I'd like to see more, you know. I'd like to show Leah off a bit more. So then all of these people just have their basic you know, no extra stats added to their craft, so Delta Factor will be interesting, because again, there were so many alternate paths. I might do 3 runs, it depends.
Bring on the bayou, boys and girls.
Take a drink. Alright, so we can finally see Leah with her sunburst, see the yellow outfit with the yellow craft. Any other things I want to discuss? And since this is a widescreen game, I'm sorry I'm not going to have the chat shown on the video. Yeah, Toasty Binks, this is a great game. You know, if you've got a PS2 and can find a physical copy, that's cool. Otherwise, you know, if you need to go emulator, well, you're watching someone play it, so it's definitely out there. Bert Almonds, yeah, I used the description for kind of the commentary of those, and yeah, Hayes Indictive, great to see you show up and check this game out. Yeah, this is another forgotten treasure from the PS2 era. You know, SSX was so huge that imitators, you know, well, this game probably didn't get that much publicity, but, you know, no one likes an imitator. But when the imitator tries, you know, gets it this close and really does get you the same kind of feel, you know, I feel like that's worth it. Alright, so immediately Delta Factor, we're seeing some good sub-dive opportunities. So in this, I'll be trying to take the main path as much as I can. But Delta Factor, I already know, will be tough to, oh god, none of my flips were working. I was trying to barrel roll and flip, and none of them were going through. Delta Factor's main path will be tough, just because there's so few opportunities. But, a nice crescent moon, and since I know I will be worried, wow, I just, like, Leah totally rammed herself in the bottom there. Oh, no, oh my god. No, excuse me, I would like the normal path. There's a good, oh shit. That was supposed to be another huge sub-dive trick. I for sure thought there was a ramp there. I don't actually remember the main path of Delta Factor as much, because aside from the Compendium video, I never really take it. Tornado might be too long. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, I'm gonna Pendulum Tomahawk Cheese. And that wasn't much of a cheese, really. Shit. Well, we might need a few runs to get through this. As you can see, Delta Factor is just not really a tricking track. Yeah, you know, I was trying to get back on the main, but whatever. Let's just take this opportunity, cheese the fuck out of this, and try and get ourselves a minute or two. And we can just say we're back on the main path starting now. Alright, a little bit of a divergence. Man, this is... I'm sorry guys, this is not a game where I can really read chat while trying to play it. Wow, it's not on Leah, but a lot of my flips and barrel rolls aren't really going through this time. Oh, wait. I always make this mistake. I did pre-play 1 or 2 of these levels. I always take the small option when I know there's a big ramp here. And this might fuck me, actually. Oh no, we're good. Yeah, Delta Factor is one of those tracks where, as I mentioned in the Compendium video, there's a lot of shit that's just in the way. Surprisingly in the way on the main path. Oh god, I'm screwed. I'm not hitting these multipliers. This is rough. Yeah, Delta Factor is definitely a tough track. But this should save us. I'm sure that the alternate routes don't require this much pendulum tomahawk cheese. And for people who might not have watched the Compendium, like Zindictive, I don't know if you watched it, you know, you've played the SSX games, so you know there are tricks and then tweaks, and Jet X2O works the same way. So like pendulum is one button input, tomahawk is that same one, but with the tweak button hit, and you could just go back and forth between them so fast. Alright, let's try this. Alright, yeah, I got over it. So you see that I just keep launching up, and next time I'll try and do a sick trick. Yeah, hey, what's up, Jace Bullet Club? Yeah, we're streaming, showing off some Jet X2O. Alright, so this one will be, you know, at least one of the, alternate paths. Birdolm, and wow, these characters are something. Which design is your favorite? I like Luke's design. He's pretty wacky and over the top with the spiky blue hair. You know, in an insane way rather than a cool anime character way. Eva's pretty interesting. You know, she's kind of the dark, gothic one. I mean, I guess her personality doesn't fully reflect that. You know, she sure has a lot of fun busting sick tricks. But that still stands out. And yeah, I guess, yeah, Leah as well. You know, all of her, personality and such. God, I'm sorry, I can't really speak while playing. Like, all of her character parts line up pretty well. You know, there's some characters like Karen or such who are just boring, or, you know, aren't really super over the top. I'm sorry. What? How did I fail that? Alright, well, that must have been like the final frame of that Indian. Alright. I know I'm still hitting pendulum. I'm trying, if I realize I'm doing that, I'm trying not to tweak into tomahawk. Oh, see, they had a sub-dive opportunity right there a little later on than I remembered. I went for a hold trick when I was out of mega time. But this ramp is new, right here. I've pointed, you know, a few of these out. It's kind of interesting. I mean, like I said, the main path already had so many ramps that it's not as if they added a million. Oh, come on. Oh, that would have been awesome if I got that. See, this game is a little more precise than you needed to be in the SSX series. I'm gonna actually take the alternate path. Oh yeah, Kenji, I mean, his look and his craft, and I guess some of his special tricks, you know, line up, but then his voice, it's just like, why is he so American? If I ever could describe someone as having no accent, he would be the character. He has, like, no accent. Alright, so doing this, you know, going this alternate path... Oh, hold on. Oh, man. Oh, come on. They wanted me to be a little better and go a little more to the left or right to get one of those 5Xs. But yeah, going this alternate path, I don't even really need to cheese, and I'm doing fine on time. Because the alternate path just gives you way more opportunities. In fact... let's do some things like this, like the skydiver, where I can hold it longer, and so you can see, kind of, that they spread their arms and do a bit more with the animation. So ultimately, Leah, there's not really that much more to say about her. It's just that she's supposed to have the highest tricking stat, but I keep mentioning that just with Luke and Vito, I just feel I feel more freer. I feel riskier. I try to go for crazier and wilder things, and I can usually do so. Alright, I'm gonna actually do one more run on Delta Factor, just because I know there were a bunch of other paths. So we're gonna look at kind of the other main line, try and get over to the left of the track and show kind of what those opportunities are over there. Oh, good start. Karen, yeah. Karen is kind of knockoff Elise. She's got the same sort of fashion model superstar haughtiness to her, but otherwise she's kind of boring. And again, her craft is just meh. Yo, what's up, Phoenix 101? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're ready to see me bust sick tricks and get the pain ripped. Well, you need to take opportunities when they present themselves. Oh man, those are pretty high up. So, alright, we're going down this path. You saw this path in the expert mode run, and I'm gonna do a little flipping cheese. Every flip is its own, own part of the multiplier, and oh, look at that, I grabbed that one this time. That was awesome. Get some air, go for a cool super twist. I mean, you know, like, none of Leah's tricks are bad, per se, or such. It's just... I mean, she's fine in the tricking department. You know, she's not, like, tough to work with. She'll get you what you want. Oh god. It's just, you know, I don't think she's, like, top of the line. If there was a tier list, you know, she's A tier, but she's not S tier. She's not, you know, Marth or Falco or whatever. I don't know. I only know Smash Brothers tiers or whatever because of my friend Felix, who is big into Smash Melee. We've mentioned a few times in my videos. Mentioned him. You know, I've just realized that I'm not quite getting to do as many crazy alternate paths in this run as I thought. Jeez. I'm just kind of doing another run. So I guess just, you know, stay tuned and I'll get to Hyperion Gorge in a second. I guess I just wanted to play more of this game. Alright, so in the Compendium I skipped the middle ramp here just because, yeah, it dumps you out on a shack and some rocks and it's just like, okay, thanks. But, yeah, the other ramp I didn't take super well, but there we go. That's kind of the cool things in there. Let's see. I already went for the big ramp here, so I guess we'll just do this again. Oh, God. That rock is right in your way on all difficulties, like all speeds. Alright, well... you know, I'm just gonna take the fast route, even though there's no buoys. You're going with Leah and Kenji as your favorites? Yeah, I can see that. Kenji is sort of like, you know, he's not exactly the same role, but he's sort of like Moby from SSX, where he's kind of the music junkie, he's got that funky style. Oh, let me see if I can, nope. Yeah. So a little bit of a similarity there, but not super same. Alright, so that was Delta Factor. Let's get on to Hyperion Gorge. I was trying to break them up into, like, really different alternate paths, but that third one wasn't really that much more different than the others. Actually, hold on, I'm gonna turn my AC on, because it's actually getting a little warm in here. This is just, like, 5 seconds. You know what, I'll get off the main menu, in case it goes to demo. The perks of living in Denver. At night, it's super cold, so you turn the heat on. Then at day, it's just fine, so then it gets hot, and you have to flip it back to AC. Alright. Hyperion Gorge, I think we'll go with... I didn't 100% plan these out, but I'd like to kind of use the later characters a bit more so it's not like I accidentally have to use someone again. So let's go Kenji. You know, cause Bert was just talking about Leah and Kenji, so I'm like, sure. Alright, the Mix Master. I didn't point this out, but note that it's got the extra fins on the back, kind of. That means it's wider, W-I-D-E-R, than the other tracks. Not tracks, crafts. Leah's closest is Kaori. Yeah, because Kaori was kind of the youngest of the group. High energy, high tricking, and Leah definitely fills that. She's youngest of the group, high energy, high positivity, supposed to be the best at tricking. You know, like everyone else is trash talking, and then she's like, just like, I like your outfit, or hey, you're cute, as she passes you. I'm not even trying, guys. Alright, so Hyperion Gorge is going to be tough. Because it does not give you a lot of time, and the tricking opportunities aren't really the best at the start. But with Kenji, hopefully, you know, he's got a pretty high tricking stat, so hopefully we can pull down some good enough tricks to make it through some of the rampless sections. Not if I do the pommel horse twice, but I grabbed the 5x. You know, in the Metronox Compendium video, I typed up a few things about how Kenji just feels floatier than everyone else. And, you know, maybe there wasn't enough footage for you to see that, but I can definitely feel it in races and such. And so that's really an unfortunate downside. Because, you know, I try to line myself up for ramps and such, and then he'll bounce, you know, off the top of a wave current, and I'll get kind of kicked out of line, and it'll be like, oh, great. Alright, but this is going pretty good, and another thing about how, like, you know, they didn't really balance the set animation trick lengths versus points as well, is with Kenji. I pointed this out as well, and you can watch the amateur mode race of my Compendium. The super fresh move is worth, if I remember right, almost as much as the Omega Flare. But the Omega Flare is longer. Like, the Omega Flare is too long for the points it gives, and then super fresh move is pretty short for the points it gives. I'm actually going to enact a teeny bit of cheese, because I know that this is a little bit of a boring route on the main path. Again, I'm trying to stick to the main path. But I actually don't, you know, that obviously wasn't worth it. Getting, you know, 3 seconds off of, you know, spending 6 seconds or so going for that. So I might cheese this a little bit here. Oh, one more thing that I never mentioned is that you can see that the currents, you know, are obviously there, but sometimes they can interfere with the ramps. Like, if you hit a ramp when the current and the wave is at its highest, it'll be such a sharp change in slope that your guy will actually kind of stumble at the top of the ramp and not start tricking. And so that can be frustrating because that is a little bit random. You know what? I'm gonna go for something cool. Oh, God. And of course, I, you know, completely fail it. God, go! I want to at least show this off before I have to restart. Yeah, I'll have to restart. But yeah, you could skip the section there with a pretty good jump. Alright, I'm a bust out the cheese. I want to get through Hyperion Gorge. That was annoying. Alright, that was not the first run. That was not the first run. This will be the first run. I'll cheese enough to give myself, like, 5 minutes of comfortable lead. And then, you know, so we could just see the track. That's the thing. You know what? That's Jet X2O in general. If you don't cheese it, it's ridiculously frustrating and tough. If you do cheese it, it's, well, not super easy, but way easier. Like, there's no middle ground. I wonder if any of you guys have a middle ground where, you know, you don't need to resort to the ultimate cheese, but you could still find things that comfortably work. Because you guys see, I'm trying to, you know, give this game a shot. Not give it a shot, but trying to do, you know, 1 or 2 big tricks and then an extra quick trick in there, and it's just not cutting it for me. I have to, you know, pendulum to tomahawk like 6 times. That was a funny wipeout. Yeah, you can kind of keep barrel rolling long after, you know, barrel rolling and such, and flipping on ground has some weirdness to it. I'm off the Richter scale, guys. Oh, you know, one thing I'll try and show off on Metronox, I was trying to do the wheelie Omega Flare in the Compendium, and it didn't work because I got it off late, but, like, the wheelie Omega Flare looks really cool. That's another super crazy thing where, when I played this game as a kid, and when I played it a lot back in 2012, I had no idea you could do that. Wheelie and do the special tricks, and I've tested on console, and I could do it on console, so it's not an emulator-only thing. It's, you know, I just didn't connect the dots, even when I probably could have, because when you wheelie, you can obviously do set animation tricks like the backward somersault. But I guess I never thought, like, oh, you know what else is set animation and requires, you know, pressing trick buttons and the boost button? Special tricks. So, you know, that's a crazy, awesome, cool thing that probably not intentional, but it's definitely awesome that it's hidden. You know what? Since I have some time, there. If you hold a Cordova out long enough, he actually does a Cordova. He actually does. That's kind of one of my secondary spammy tricks, so you guys didn't really get to see that full animation. Let's just do like a skydive backflip. It's so ridiculous how the skydiver, you know, you're flipping and barrel rolling about even though you're not touching the craft at all. It's just kind of funny little things like that. All right, let's actually go for this again. All right. Oh, I got it really good that time. Woo! Big shortcut. Though not as big as taking the alternate paths, of course. You know, maybe going for the fastest races would be a good competition that people could do. You know, because you're seeing that this is all cheese, but alright, Omega Flare Wheelie. Oh, that looks sick. Super fresh move wheelie. Woohoo! You ain't seen nothing, guys. What I was trying to do with the Metronox one was specifically he would do the, I guess, headstand and flip back as I was going over the dip where I attempted it, but like I said, I got it off way too late, and that wasn't going to happen. You know what? This is technically the first path for Hyperion, so since we have some time, like I said, let me try to stick to a bit more of the main path and go for some of these sub-dive challenges / opportunities. Oh, 13,000 flat, and it gave me 4.7 seconds. So yeah, Zin, yeah, you should pick this up at, oh shit, hold on. Oh god. That's a tough one. You kind of come around the corner and those are right there, but yeah, you should definitely try and pick this up. I mean, I did this whole Compendium thing because I thought this game was, you know, unfairly lost to time and not enough people knew about it. I want people to know about Jet X2O because, like I said, it's so similar to SSX Tricky and like Freak Style that even if it is an imitation, it does hit that same sort of adrenaline, you know, it does hit that same sort of feel. Oh, there you go. I got so high, I went into the reset area. Yeah, the 5Xs can obviously give you big scores. The only issue is, like I said, you gotta really go for them. You gotta use like an expert craft with high speed. And also, in this game, I'm doing this game really well. What you will notice when you pick this game up for the first time is that it is hard to get going in the line you want. You know, you're on water, you're dealing with a bunch of water effects, the current will be pushing you around on higher difficulties. It's like watching a professional basketball player and then, you know, picking up a basketball and trying to do the exact same moves. Like, you have got to go through, you know, training to freaking control this game. You know, even when I remembered this game, like, look at that. I kind of just got screwed out of that 5X because the current kicked me around too much to set up on the ramp right. You know, even when I came back for this game again this year, I spent like a day wondering if I had just like lost it. Like, oh shit. Oh, still landed that. Lost the ability to like do well enough to get through it. I was once again stuck on expert mode, unable to pass. And you know, so I again had to spend another day, like, really getting back into the mood of it, back into the feel. I actually had to rewatch my old LP, some of it, to see what I was doing, and then I'm like, oh, I'm going for like 6 tricks on that jump when I'm only going for like 3 now. I need to start going for 6 tricks again, because I'd forgotten how much things like the multiplier, like how important that was. Ah, there's a 5X, but you can see the current is really tough right before that. I almost went for a second rocket, but I decided against it. Oh, but like right there, see, the wave just so happened to be at the top, and so I kind of got screwed out of that trick. You like, yeah. Oh, please get up there. Oh, that sucks. Fuck you. Oh, I really wanted to use that jump. But I guess we go for this? Nope. Damn. I might cheese a little bit. I'm not actually sure if Kenji gets more air off of ramps. I really just notice his floatiness when he gets kicked up more by the waves. You know, I haven't really sat down and tried to do like the same trick with one character versus another kind of thing. Alright, let's go for this now. Yeah, fair to give equal cheese to a game that cheeses you out of things. Okay, then. Then, yeah. As long as you know what's in your pocket, as long as you know what aces you got up your sleeve, then yeah, you can take this game on. This might be rough, actually. I stopped cheesing maybe when I shouldn't have. Oh, God. Like, also, you know, the expert mode will just, you know, it'll screw you pretty hard out of some opportunities like that. Oh, my God. I hit the top, but I kept going. That was intense. Alright, well, I might be able to actually get through Hyperion. Especially if I get this 5X. Yes. Alright, I think we're good. But yeah, a lot is going on at once. Like, it really challenges you. You know, you don't have a lot of downtime. So it's kind of, you know, it's not as adrenaline pounding as like a Wipeout game or something. But you gotta pay attention. It keeps you focused. He's not even trying, guys. I'm not even trying. You see me going for these crazy tricks? Like, trying to manipulate the ground so that I actually land instead of crash? Alright, let's go for a sick Omega Flare over the thing. Oh, and then let's go for some recovery barrel rolls. Yeah, that's kind of a funny thing. Like, if you crash in midair and you're climbing back on your craft, you can initiate flips, and you will auto-fail those if you're still climbing up on your craft. It's weird. But it's kind of funny. Alright, I missed a few things. Surprised Wheelie doesn't have its own jargon name. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if watercraft people have really gone for wheelies. You know, watercrafts are, they're pretty rough to handle. So. Alright. Again, so that I don't paint myself into a corner, I think we'll go Vladdy Zakharov for Neotropic. Oh, he can't feel pain, he only gives it. Alright, if GT Rico is watching, either now or later when I make this public, you know, when I put it back up as public, then I enjoyed your playthrough with Vladdy, and so this is for you. Mesatech, Expert, Counterforce, Vladdy's default outfit. Vladdy, really, like, when it comes to tricks, you know, there are those two characters where I said they just have, like, a hidden, they feel better than the others, but then all the rest of the characters are alright, are serviceable. The only character who I really struggle with the tricks for is Vladdy. You know, his trick stat is just so much lower that it is noticeable. Like, you can already see, like, whoa, those were some slow flips and slow tricks, but, like, everyone else is close enough to be serviceable, but you know what? So now we're all about the tricks, so let's do it, baby. Body slam, come on, give me that. Hell yeah. Boom! Oh, we're good. We're gold, baby. Oh, shit. Right out of the gate. Vladdy is like, you know, it's just, there's such a discrepancy. You know, in other games like Tricky, sure, when you were just starting out with a character, they obviously had their strengths and weaknesses, but, you know, anyone could get through the events. Whereas Vladdy is tough enough that he does require you to think in a different way, especially because all of his signature tricks are set animations. 3 of them are long. You know, he only has one short trick, which is this, the sleeper hold. Alright, so let's take the normal path on this one. Nope, it's not that turn, it's the next, a little bit of a fake out. Yeah, 300,000 because I collected that 5x. Oh, damn, I got slapped right there. But yeah, Vladdy is basically like the Luther of this game. He's big, heavy, slow, but great stability. So if you don't want to get bumped around by the other racers, you know, he's a good pick there. Alright, a nice little, I don't know if I'll have time for this silo trick. I guess we'll have to see. Oh, just barely. Yeah, he's big, slow, but he's stable. So, but once again, that's a little bit lost in this game because you cannot really interact with the AI. You know, unlike in SSX where you can push everyone around and bully your way through everyone, the AI in Jet X2O are on their own paths, and if you hit them, they'll just drag you with them. Alright, I'm gonna cheese a bit since I do want to get through this. So stability is really just about bumping into terrain. Shit. I might fail this one just because I wasn't cheesing, and the base path has some long moments without ramps. God. Okay. That was a bit of a failure. Excuse me. That was not the first Neotropic. You know, I'm gonna do at least 2 runs where I actually get to the bottom. But you know, I actually wouldn't go for that trick with anyone but Vladi, because they'd be fast enough to hit the thing in front. But Vladi's slow enough that I can go for that and not have to worry. I don't think I'm getting this 5x, damn. I'm gonna do a bit more cheese. Alright. I want to get a super sick trick off this one, so... Give me the 5x, yes, thank you. Once again, I'm not really a big fan of subdiving to keep a trick combination going, but I guess I can show that off for someone like Zin. So if you initiate a subdive right before you land from a trick, you'll go into the water and then jump back up without your trick necessarily ending. So you can, you know, get one more minor pop off where you can do a small trick and a flip or so and give yourself a bit more points. I don't really like to do that because it's kind of finicky, and especially when you're racing everyone, it's hella slow. But, you know, I guess in, you know, something like trick mode, maybe it might be a good idea to go for. See, like, all I got out of that one was a wheelie. Alright, so I'm gonna have to go up here, just because that path under this whole thing is so slow and so lacking in ramps that, like you saw, it just screwed me. Like, just kind of a test experiment, I could not take that path and do well on this. Some kind of rough ramps, but finally we get a big one, and I went for a sleeper hold, unfortunately. Which might have been good overall, because I was actually able to get more tricks in than if I'd done one of the higher 15,000 point ones. Alright. Let me see if I can get this 5x. Ah, no, it's a little too far down. How big of a combo have I gotten before? Definitely over 1 million. Because, once again, and maybe I could show this off, like, you know, you could spam the tomahawk to pendulum to tomahawk to pendulum and get, like, I don't know. If you get a 5x and it multiplies, you can literally get like a 50 times combo. You know, because you get it 10 times by yourself and then multiply by the 5x. Like, it's insane. But once again, it's super cheap, and I don't really want to go for that if I don't need to. You can kind of see I'm only doing enough cheese to keep me going. Oh, I ran out of Mega right before the trick. I didn't really get to do much of these wheelie tricks with Vlad because his level Permafrost wasn't that conducive to them. But there you can kind of see one. I was trying to go for like a barrel roll or something to... Wow, I'm gonna miss all these. Oh no, I got the 2x, but just barely. Alright, so that was the base path through Neotropic. As much of a base path as I'm willing to do. Oh! If he'd have kept going, sure, he'd have crashed, but it'll look like he vaulted himself. You know what? As a third run of Neotropic, not even a full run, but I can try and get that 5x that's pretty close and just cheese the hell out of individual flips and pendulum tomahawk, and you can see. I'll try to get the biggest trick. So, alright, here's kind of the fun shortcutty run, even though it's actually going to start pretty similar. You know what, actually, I'll just go for it now. So, I'll try to get the 5x while pendulum tomahawk spamming, and doing individual flips. I'll give this a few shots. If I don't get it by like the third time, I'll just continue on, because I don't want to waste everyone's time. Actually waited a bit there because I knew that the current would be at the top of the jump, and again it would screw me. Alright, so the 5x, I really have to go for this. Jesus. Okay, you know what? Let's just land that. See, that would have been 13k. That would have been almost 200,000. Alright, if I don't get this, I'm just continuing on. Vlad might be a little too slow to reliably get it. Oh, see, like right there, I screwed myself because I... Okay, one more. I want to actually go through the multiplier one more time. And again, if I don't get it now, I'm just going to continue on. Alright, I just went a little slower overall. Alright. I'm just gonna continue on. But, yeah, you could see that if I did that and then, you know, maybe a sub dive or such, I could get 1,000,000 points in a combo. Alright, well I got that 3x, so that was pretty good. I did individual flips there. You know what, actually, maybe I can go for this. Oh, never mind, not anymore. Damn. That might have been an even better opportunity. Fuck. See, like the SSX series, you don't have, you know, currents kicking you all around the place. So you can line up for your jumps like way in advance. You kind of wish there were more goofy arcadey games. Yeah. Yeah, I've definitely noticed that, that this is, actually, no, what am I doing? Let me go this path. I've definitely noticed that, you know, this seems to be a dying genre, and even when you do have wackier, wilder games like Epic Skater 2, for example, you know, it's not like the characters are full of personality. It's basically just like different looks, maybe slightly different move sets, but people aren't putting 1,000,000, you know, hours into giving you a whole package of super crazy characters. Oh, the cannon grab wheelie's kind of cool. Oh, and you can just get it off before his weight distribution screws you. Yeah, I mean, the thing is with those 5Xs, again, Vladi is slow. He's noticeably slower than the other characters. So, if I was picking anyone else, I could probably get those 5Xs easier. Or, you know, at all. Man, without the, sorry, without the, booster there, to give you that extra boost, you have to really try to get in there. I played that one safe just because it's all too possible to, actually go too fast and screw yourself and miss the shortcut, but, alright, I'm gonna cheese this ramp up here. I have to. Yeah, especially with the 3x, yeah, we're good now. For the moment. Actually, if this main ramp had a 5x... No, it didn't. See, like, he can comfortably get the 3x's. Alright, let me try the cannon grab again. Yeah, he can hold on during that. So it's just the sleeper hold where, you know, he jumps to the front of the craft and he will crash you. Actually, let me go for this one. Yeah, alright, let me see this one. Alright, what was that? Oh, almost! I almost got 1,000,000 off there. He's going to Grandma's. Yeah, that's just one of the lines that our announcer says. Alright, well, so that was Tropic. And it looks like we've been going for about an hour, so, you know, this will be 2 hours or so to get through this, so, let me know if you want to see anything else. I could go into Big Wave for a bit, but, I don't know, I don't find Big Wave super exciting. It's really just a practice ground. It doesn't even have that many ramps. I mean, I guess it intends you to launch off the geography, but, you know, even then, it's a toss-up where you'll land. Alright, so we're going on to Permafrost now. Let's see, we used Karen, we're saving Eva, we've used Vladi, Leah, and Kenji. So, we need to use Vittorio, Luke, and Taylor. We'll use Luke. Actually, we'll use Vittorio. Huh, I know, fake out, but... Alright, so Vittorio now with the Golden Tiger. And once again, I personally feel like this is... Oh wait, no, Permafrost. I saw Vittorio and my mind went back to the Compendium. I personally feel that Vittorio might be the best character preset to get race records.
Welcome to the coolest place on Earth. This is Permafrost. Make sure you got plenty of antifreeze, or you'll end up like this.
You know, I'll leave one of these intros in for you, Zin.
What you're seeing now is just the tip of the iceberg for this course. Here's an idea. Let's get rid of all the penguins and polar bears and suck all the oil out of this place. Negative. Over the river and through the ice caves to Antarctica's house we go. My, what big walrus tusk you have. Remember this one. Wipe out here and you're ice creamed. Catch my snowdrift? Later. Let's race. Race.
I just realized I never advertised my stream anywhere, so give me like 1 minute. I just got into it, so give me just a minute to notify some Discord channels that I'm doing this. I know, I'm really prepared. I was really planning all out for this one. But, yeah, so it's got level intros just like SSX Tricky, but this announcer is weird. Yeah, the announcer is great, and you can see all the full intros in my Compendium videos. You know, I leave the announcer intro in for the amateur. Alright, so like with Vittorio, let me just show you what I mean. Like, did you see the speed of that barrel roll? That was just sick. Like, oh my god. I'm probably gonna crash this, but yeah, like, that was... You know what, I'm actually gonna restart. But like, did you just see how fast Vittorio did those flips and tricks? Like, he's not supposed to be the best tricker, but there's just something about him where it's just so fast. Alright, so this is Permafrost. I'm gonna do kind of the base path, but there are gonna be major parts. You know, I'm gonna take what works, because I know, I mean, you guys, again, what the fuck? Oh man, that sucks. You guys, again, saw it, if you watched the Compendium, that there's, like, a path or two that's just god-awful, like, has no ramps, and it's just slow as fuck. So, gotta do a bit of cheese. But, wow, you know, I'm not gonna harp on it, but just, Vito's tricks are just so fast. You know, his stat doesn't necessarily tell the whole picture. And a lot of these characters, their stats don't tell the whole picture. Like I said, Kenji has an inbuilt floatiness. Vito and Luke have this inbuilt trick power. I'm trying to remember if anyone else has an inbuilt thing. If it's not obvious, I really don't know Permafrost's base path with regards to trick mode. But you know what, I'm gonna ride this out because there is the biggest jump in the game right here. Okay, so even if I got a bit of a late start there, you know what, that might be a place to try and go for 1,000,000 points. I'll do that round 2, since you have to take this path no matter what. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's annoying. Not annoying, but just frustrating. That was slightly long. You know, it always feels bad when a trick is slightly longer than you thought it was gonna be. Bro! Oh, no. I'm not gonna spin or flip since, well, it didn't matter. But I thought I could land the trick if I got the animation done on time. Well, I'm gonna cheese this again just because, wow, I missed a lot of tricks in a row right there. The only thing about Permafrost, not the only thing, but one thing I didn't really mention, is that also those kind of icebergs that are in the middle of the path, they are a bit annoying because, you know, if you try to subdive around them, they're obviously there, so they'll stop you from really getting good air. And then you'll kind of just crash into them and just feel like an idiot. Alright. Let me get lined up for this. That sucks that I didn't get that, but whatever. Yeah, I mean, I just gotta keep stressing that you really gotta throw yourself into these fucking... Wow. I didn't really take that ramp first time around, and you can see why, because they put the sign just right in your way. I might be screwed. Fuck. We're so close, but there's like no ramps in the ship. I guess they do have this. But that depends on if I land it. Yes, okay, I landed it. We might be able to race ourselves to the end and be like, well, I guess we did complete the level. There'd be a cool subdive trick right there, but whatever. I'm just gonna make sure we actually get to the end. You love when the snow levels emphasize blues and purples and oranges, yeah. Yeah, what's up? I am Sean. Yeah, I don't stream that much, which is kind of sad. Sometimes I wish I streamed more, but, like, I forgot to even make an announcement video until, like, 2 hours before. But luckily, you're about halfway through. It's just me. I don't have, like, Blank Tester or anyone else on the mic, and I'm really just, like, chatting more about this great game and, giving a bit more of my feedback. I'm kind of gonna do the same trick here. Alright, so I keep wanting to call this Polar Fest, you know, the sled storm level. Woo! Yeah. You guys remember, like, the sled storm PS2? Either the game or my playthrough? I mean, that was forever ago. I kind of tackled, Freak Style and Sled Storm pretty quick in my channel. Oh my god, how did I land that? But that was a really average kind of these, like, over-the-top, stylized, big vehicle, you know, racing games with tricks. Yeah, I didn't want to do too much air on that because of the, because I knew I'd run into that thing. Well, I don't know where we're going, but hopefully we land. Dang. The on fire trick is pretty cool. Oh god, hold on. Make it, yes! See, I sub-dived because I missed the ramp and I got back up here. That was good. Holy shit, Vigo's getting a lot... Did I just say Vigo? Sorry, Vito's getting a lot of air. And he's screaming for a long time, bro. You know, one other kind of funny thing is that some of the special tricks influence craft flipping and such. Alright, I'm gonna go for it. Oh no! What did I hit? Oh! Oh! I feel cheated! Well, there goes that shot at trying to get a million off a jump. It's too far in the level to race back to. Oh, that sucks. Ballistic. No need for applause. Man, I'm not having luck with the currents and such. They keep hitting me right at the top of the ramp. This might have been another one to try on, but I'm just gonna make sure I land this. Actually, oh, well, I did the exact opposite. I talked myself out of trying to land it. Well, okay, that didn't count. That didn't count. That didn't count. We're gonna do at least 2 get to the end playthroughs of each level. I'm not doing well with, you know, getting starting boost in this stream. And getting the starting boost is pretty tough. It's like frame precise on whether... Oh, I'm restarting that. It's like frame precise whether you get, you know, 3 bars, or the max boost you can get is like 5 bars off the starting boost. Or 2 bars or 0. Like, I never know which one I'm gonna get when I go for it. Just doing the cheese there, because, again, I want to give myself some time. Hey, Mike Shark, you were thinking of this game yesterday. Hopefully you've been following the Acidic channel and you've been seeing the Compendium. Oh, I did that late. Oh, wait, round 2? No, damn it. Hopefully, if you've been watching my Compendium videos, because I don't know, I haven't noticed you in the comments section, so... If you haven't, then I'm just concluding like a basically full-on like encyclopedia show-off of this game. If you have been, then yeah, I mean, because my Compendium just finished and I wanted to give it a send-out with this stream. Oh my god. That's why I didn't go for a lot of air there before, because I knew I'd get boned. That can to knack was ridiculously fast. You know, actually, this jump right here is harder without the buoy, since I'm kind of realizing I'd use the buoy to line up for it. Alright. Let's not get too much air. Unfortunately, you can be a little too fast for some of these jumps, as you saw with me almost smacking my head on it earlier. But yeah, what I was going to talk about is that... Oh, did I do the same screw-up as last time? I think I went for the player on that same jump. Alright, well, I've never hit that sign before, so I'm still going to go for this one, but I'm probably going to hit it now, so... And I also missed all of the... Yeah. This isn't a very good day for being able to flaunt my Jet X2O mojo. I'm having a pretty sloppy run. Seems really easy to mess up tricks. Yeah, I'm fighting a lot of things here. I'm fighting the current pretty hard on a lot of these areas. And, you know, you're on water, so you don't get super clear... Okay, Vito is suddenly having a rough time going off jumps. That is surprising to me. Like, you see he's bumping against a lot of these jumps, and I don't really know what's going on. Alright, I am 100% going to wait that out and land that. I'm not even really sticking to my thing of going for alternate routes, since there's that whole big route to the left that I didn't even try to go for. I'm just, God. You know what? I'm just gonna get through this level. I'm not doing it very well. I just want to get through this level. Alright, over here we've got a sub-dive jump right here that I'm gonna fly over because I'm Vito and I'm fast as flip boy. Got another one that I'm just gonna whiff on the sub-dive for, but I think we've got enough time to make it through the end. Oh, maybe I can go for those 3Xs that I couldn't go for before. This is not a good angle, but I think I got both. Yeah, I got 9X. Awesome. And, oh, I ran Vito over. Oh, did you see that? Woo! Sorry, that clipped, that peaked. All right. You guys talked a lot, and I kind of just tried to get through the level, so... Wow, you guys chat a bunch. Yeah. So I'm going all the way back to, like...
Jet X2O.
Yeah, Zin talking about Big Wave. And, yeah, just over-the-top games in general. I mean, now that I have a gaming PC, I bought Borderlands 1 and 2 Game of the Year again. So, hopefully, like, Blank Tester and I, some other people can play that, and, you know, that's the same kind of craziness. Yeah, the announcer's great. He really does pump up the audience with his really generic lines. Thanks for the advertisement, Zin. Oh, I already got back here. Hydro Thunder and then its sequel. Yeah. Man, I never beat the hard levels of Hydro Thunder. They just kicked my ass. That like New York Apocalypse one and like Venice. Oof. So anyway, now we're Taylor Jordan going to Neotropic. Yeah, you think this is a hit? Yeah, overall, and again, I am playing on expert mode. I have the most restrictions. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna skip that one. You probably didn't see the start of the stream, but on amateur mode, for this trick thing, you know, I'm on expert mode, but on amateur mode, you start with twice as much time, and each trick gives you twice as much time. So you wouldn't be in trouble there. Like of water sport games, like especially surfing, quite a few games tried surfing, and a lot of them were really awkward. The best was probably Kelly Slater, and that's just because Activision already had their systems set up. You know, they just basically kind of did it one-to-one as much as they could. So, yeah. Mike Shark, check out my Compendium series, Jet X2O Compendium. Oh, God. I'm trying to get through your comments. Yeah, Jet Moto was on PS1. Jet Moto got a few sequels. I haven't played any of them. Wipeout was not a water sport game. That was a futuristic racing. I haven't played that Rapid Racer or Aqua GT game, but yeah, I haven't played Hurricane either, Hydro Thunder Hurricane. Alright, so now we're on to Taylor. The thing about this Taylor is, like I said, I used him to unlock all the characters on this file, so he actually has more stats on it than he would just, you know, if you just got to expert mode with him. He actually has the whole, like, I took him through expert mode and got him stat points kind of thing, but it's kind of interesting that you pick Taylor's default outfit, and then you get into the game and he's actually wearing a helmet. Like, that wasn't part of, you know, him in the menu. But he suddenly got a helmet on. It's weird. So yeah, Taylor's like the generic American musclehead. You know, he's like, dude, I can go fast, and like, Now, if I could just remember where I put my craft. Kinda, I know, great impersonation. Oh, I'm gonna crash right into that Vendetta sign. Show Vito what's up. Yeah, another kind of cool things in is, you know, all these characters race for their racing teams. So like Taylor races for American Muscle, and you can see some. Oh, that was the wrong trick to go for. I'm trying to stay on the main path. Or like Vito, or like you can see Karen right there races for Blue Crush, and so it's just like SSX Tricky in that there are big billboards that show the characters on them. There were a lot of 2X's that I just avoided because in my illiterate lizard brain I was still going for the shortcut. Yeah, Tony Hawk 4, the Kelly Slater demo. Kelly Slater also gets pretty tough, but again, it's just, I think it's the best surfing game just because Activision already had their, you know, gameplay formula figured out. Oh my god. See, like this current is kicking my ass. Damn. I need to get a big jump. That's not a big jump. I gotta cheese this. Huh. This is a ton of air though. If I actually land and don't hit any rocks, we've got a minute on the clock, easy. Oh, that was dumb. That was some bad mojo. It's kind of interesting seeing some of the animation to animation, you know, trick things in this game. Because, you know, you could chain any trick into any other trick. Some of them, you know, literally just because the rider doesn't move their body as much, are faster. Whereas some of them, like, you know, perhaps, you know, like leaning back to having to grab the seat with both hands are kind of slower. But, you know, like I said, that pendulum to tomahawk is the same kind of trick. Like, let me just show that off without any fanciness. Pendulum, you're kicking your legs around. Tomahawk, you're also kicking your legs around. So it makes sense that you can go really fast between the two tricks. Oh my god. I might fail this, just because, wow, I just failed like every trick. Some cool sub-dive tricks along the way, but I don't want to deal with them. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I think I'm gonna lose this. I missed that ramp when I needed to get it. I have not tried Thug Pro yet, unfortunately. I need to get it and such. No excuse, really. I guess just the standard excuse of like, oh, what if I'm not good at it or whatever, that stops me from doing a lot of things. I need to get Thug Pro. I think that'd be cool on my channel. A bunch of people on, you know, the Steel Donut Discord are in Thug Pro. Tyler Lasagna's in Thug Pro. So we could, you know, I could definitely get like a rune together or something for my channel. I just haven't jumped on, you know, getting it. Alright, well, I was about to say we're doing better, but that was rough. But, alright, let's not crash into Vito's thing. Let's just roll on through it. Again, I'm skipping obvious paths, obvious shortcuts, because I want to kind of show off the main path. But, yeah, on the next run, again, that'll be the shortcuts run. Damn it. I'm starting to lose my luck with, you know, hitting walls and being able to land. Alright, since I know I'm not taking the shortcut, let me actually get some of these 2X's. Oh, really? I really expected that one to land. Since that was pretty low energy, you know. Usually if you crash with a bunch of energy, that's what screws you. That one's good. The Stingray is I believe the Stingray is the highest point special in the game, at just under 20,000. There's two 19,000 point tricks. I think the Stingray and I think the On Fire was. I don't actually remember the base points total of the On Fire, but it's up there. It's not the On Fire, it's something else. Yeah, usually I can land those tricks like that where it's low energy. Join the Steel Donut Discord. Yeah, it's kind of a funny thing that, you know, I don't have an Insetic Discord because I know that, like, you know, we wouldn't post anything to it. You know, I mean, sure, I interact with you guys some, but it's not like I do, like, giveaways and stuff. But Blink Tester, you know, Bob and I, and a bunch of the recurring guests, do run a separate YouTube channel called the Steel Donut Collective. I think I'm gonna fail this again. What the fuck? Okay, I need to get the ramp up here. I need to get the ramp up here. Hold on. If I don't get this ramp, I'm screwed. But if I do get it, and especially if I... Oh, shit. Especially if I get a 9x. We're good. Alright. But yeah, Bob and I and a bunch of the others do run a, like, internet riffing channel called the Steel Donut Collective. And that has a Discord. But you're totally free to talk about aesthetic stuff there, so... Yeah, let me get you a Discord invite link once I'm done with this run. I just feel that an aesthetic Discord would, you know, I'd start up, like, 6 channels and none of them would get used. Cool little sub dive there. And let me do another quick sub dive and try to get, you know, try to squeeze a bit more points since this whole section has no ramps. It's, you know, a cool racing set piece, but non-water landings are weird to you. I know, they're being weird to me today as well. Like I said, usually I have a okay handle on, like, alright, I'm probably gonna crash this one, or, oh, I'll survive this one. But it's been a complete toss-up today. Alright, I think I have enough time to get to the end. Yeah, the end of this track, you know, doesn't really go crazy with the ramps and whatever. But of course I gotta go for this! Woo! Let me see if I... Oh, sometimes the invisible wall is pretty tall. Sometimes it's not. Alright, give me a bit of time to get a YouTube, sorry, not a YouTube link, a Discord link for Zin and anyone else who wants to join the Steel Donut. And you know what? Steel Donut Collective, the YouTube channel, I'm obviously gonna pitch it because I'm one of the people in it. We're pretty funny. If you want to hear Bob and I and some of the others read, usually bad fanfic, I gotta admit, it's mostly bad fanfic, but watch some bad movies, view some bad websites, and just goof on it. Oh, Jesus. Hold on. That wasn't right. YouTube decided to do a really long text thingy instead of a short thingy. There's our Discord, so... Yeah, I mean, we have literal years of content. We started the Steel Donut in 2014, and... You know, a good place to start to see, kind of the best of the best would be the Steel Donut Gold playlist. I know there are some pretty long videos, but also, you know, what we've been putting out recently is pretty good too, so you can probably jump into a bunch of those. There'll be a bunch of in-jokes, but, you know, whatever. Alright, so that was the first run on Neotropic. I know, surprising. We've been on this level for, like, freaking forever. But now let's just do a quick second run where I, you know, show off the shortcut routes. I gotta admit that I think talking this much is kind of messing me up. You know, and it's not your guys' fault or whatever. I'd never say it was, but just it takes away from my gaming brain a little. Alright, so instead of going down the main path, we'll cut to the right, and we'll cut to the right of the alternate path so that we can get up here to the super cool big jump shortcut. Alright, you know what? Let's go for it here maybe, because here's a 5x. Oh man, if I'd have sub-dived, might have gotten it, but I was nervous about sub-diving there. Why did I lean so far back? What the hell? Oh, yeah, Bert Allman's got the idea. Oh, and I just realized the thing about your name. But yeah, Zindictive, let's just say, if you ever wanted to read a story where the chipmunks, you know, Alvin, Simon, and Theodore, go to the gym, get buff as hell, then come back to school and play Eminem over a boombox while they almost kill their bullies, and no one stops them, yeah, you should watch The Steel Donut because we found a story where that happens. We had a whole month of Alvin and the Chipmunks related stories called Chipmunk because we hate ourselves, and also the Alvin and the Chipmunks section is crazy. Like, there's two fans of Alvin and the Chipmunks. Like, kids who are single-digit years old, and, like, adults who are way too old to be enjoying it, and also never got over being bullied in high school. Alright. I'm not blaming my cheese on you guys, I'm blaming, like, saying I'm gonna go for the cool, you know, alternate path and then just, like, abandoning that after, like, the second jump. Ah, yeah. Really, on Tropic, I'm getting wrecked by these wall landings. Alright, let's see the wheelie stingray again, because he just drowns himself. That's pretty funny. Now you're rocking. I like to watch back the Compendium videos, you know, because they don't have commentary, so it's pretty easy to just watch them back. And I just feel bad whenever I make a really stupid mistake. Like, my Tropic expert run was pretty damn good, except for that I held that signature grab a little too long, jumping into the cave, and I crashed. When, you know, if I stopped it like half a second earlier, I'd have had a smooth-ass run almost the whole way through. Oh, am I gonna get this? Oh, yes! Woo! I actually thought it was gonna screw me. Oh, man. I wonder if you can get both of those, or if it's kind of one or the other. Like, it requires a lot of skill and luck to, you know, get all of these multipliers. Alright, so yeah, once again, with the alternate path run, there were just so many more shortcuts that it gave me, or so many more jumps that it put me, you know, in a way better spot for doing tricks. You know, as you see, all of these levels have alternate paths that just are faster and also have way bigger jumps. The main path is always the most boring. And so that's awesome, you know, because it rewards exploration.
Press start to begin.
Alright.
Jet X2O.
Bird almonds. Okay, the high school thing, but like, you can go to some of these. I don't want to talk about Steel Donut Chipmunk too much for anyone who watches this and, you know, doesn't understand what. But,
think you can handle me?
like, you can go to the profile of some of the people we read, and they're like grown-ass adults. The guy who wrote Bullies Get Bullied, where chipmunks beat up some bullies to Not Afraid by Eminem, has a family. Alright. So, okay. So we're on to Aquatica, and aside from saving Eva, that means we're doing Luke Lamouche. So once again, notice trick stat actually, you know, so Leah's got the highest trick stat, Kenji's got like the second highest, then like Taylor and Luke kind of have the third highest, I believe. But once again, Luke, like Vito, will just have this hidden power, if you will, to bust out super fast tricks. Alright, so Aquatica is rough. I mentioned in my compendium, and you'll just be able to see there aren't that many big opportunities. It's a really technical track. Which means I will definitely need to cheese the main path at least. Alright, so Luke Lamouche, as I mentioned, is, one of my, better designs. I mean, he's just so over the top. And kind of a crazy Frenchman way. Oh my god. I just went flying. What? Sorry about that. I brought it up in my original LP, but, there was kind of that phase where there were, crazy Frenchman characters in games like this, and, one of the guys from Bomberman Jetters, I believed I called out. Because I'd watched that recently. Man, I gotta get Thornbrain back on one of these videos, but, he's, popular and such, if I got him back on, he'd be the first guest to have more subs than me. And so it'd just be a bit of hey, It's like you're some small-time show and you just book George Clooney and you're just please advertise me through the clicks. Alright, so Aquatica, I'm gonna try and stick to the main path, but it might just be too bad. Well, then again, no, I'm gonna cheese the shit out of it. I'm gonna make it through. I really got a handle down on Aquatica by the new Compendium video. As I mentioned in it, there is that ramp near the beginning that you could take to get free points. And in combo mode, this whole first section is about getting trick points. Because there's so little opportunities in the city that you need to spend your time there, racing. Look at this. Look at this. There's nothing to do. I'm just wasting my flipping time, but... Alright. Yeah, that's weird that Vito was, hitting the tops of all the ramps and stumbling. Because Taylor is also pretty fast, and I wasn't doing that last time. Oh my god, these waves on expert mode are a little annoying, I gotta admit. Is there a crazy Frenchman in Time Splitters? I can't remember. You know what? Just to see this, please don't... I want to see if they hide any ramps in this little downwards area. No. They don't hide any, It would have been really cool if they hit, a 5x flip right... Oh, well, no! Actually, okay, they do have this. That's pretty cool. Doesn't have a multiplier, but... Okay, that's pretty cool. Because, like you just saw, I had to go really out of my way to actually fall down there. You're not even really in danger. But, they're actually doing a pretty decent job with showing, giving you sub-dive multipliers to jump for. Oh, there's one over there. And, I picked his longest trick. This is a rip. Yeah, I picked his longest trick for some reason. Wow, that was, really sudden. I think I'm gonna fuck this up, which sucks. There's a ramp right here, I believe. Nope. Damn it. Okay, I'm a cheese way more than I think I need to, because the main path is just so bad with ramps. So bad, guys. That was frustratingly far in. Aquatica is not a short track. But you know what? If I can just get 5 minutes to screw around with, then we're more than good. Alright, give me a minute there. I'll get a minute. Oh yeah, note that 5x right there. That's a huge sub dive trick. That's crazy. I can't imagine, like, trying to go for that. Alright, I'm missing all the opportunities in here. Oh, fuck it. You know what, I'm not gonna go the slowest route. You guys saw that there's, like, nothing out there. I'm gonna just do the quick path both times. But it's just gonna depend on how much I skip. Man, I'm not playing super well. Alright, let's get to the exciting sections. I'm just sitting here, I'm wasting time. Let's get to the more exciting parts. Oh man! Once again, I surely thought I'd get a lot of air on that. But yeah, Time Splitters, I mean, I've talked about how much I love that series. You know, in Setic, I pulled from one of the multiplayer characters in Time Splitters 3. There was a robot, Insetic SDK12. His was INSETICK. I got rid of the C, I don't know, I guess made it cooler. That was a really cool 5X if I'd have gotten that. That's a neat idea. I hadn't thought about tricking there. But yeah, Time Splitters is awesome. Oh, I almost got that one. What are some of these quotes from the announcer? I have no idea, dude. They're the weirdest. Ah, there's the 3X on the other side. I keep forgetting about that. Alright. I'm significant. Oh, I forget about that one too. These multiplayers, like, hidden right behind doors and such. Like, what do you want me to do, game? Alright. Well, I'm in a better spot here. I can't really hold off on the cheese, but alright, I was gonna be like, you know, if you're gonna give if you're gonna give me one trick, please give me that. Oh shit, that's a jump that wasn't in the base level that I think should be, because otherwise you come out of that shortcut and you don't get to do this middle path. I'm just wasting time trying to get this jump. Yeah, I got both of those. That's kind of what I was hoping for. Yeah, dude, we've talked. Doing each Time Splitters game 100% is gonna be like soul destroying, dude. I don't know what to say. You're a madman and a hero. Oh, yeah, baby. I predicted that perfectly. Alright. So there's round 1 on Aquatica. Yeah, I'm definitely taking longer to get through each level now than I was at the start. Maybe I am getting a bit fatigued or something, but, I mean, we're getting close. Yeah, I mean, it would be all the challenges in Time Splitters that would be the issue. There's just so many challenges. Oh, excuse me. Alright. So here's the funner path on Aquatica. It'll actually look the same at the start, because I'm not going to take the race shortcut. Instead, I'm just going to take the big jump again, and get myself some buffer room. Man, Luke is seriously having trouble with these corners in a way that I wasn't expecting. But yeah, after I get myself some buffer room with that, I'm gonna take the alternate path and maybe try and go for this 5X as well. Holy shit, that's high up. Alright, well, we're gonna take the trick path here after I do some more rock riding. This path is great because it's got this jump in, you know, the base level. Oh, wow. That was like, whew, that was really close to not landing. Wow, I went in between all those. That's annoying. Ah, see what I mean? Like, there should have been more hitboxes. Oh, you can see my Steam notifications. Thanks, Canuck. Yeah, I'm doing screen recorder rather than game recorder since I think I'm getting better quality with the screen recorder option. Game recorder was like downscaling the game again. All right, this is something that I failed in both my 2012 LP and the Compendium. Doing some sick trick right there, and yeah, that's what I was looking for. Just something to get through these freaking waves. Oh, Skater Team, you're going through Amped 2? That's awesome, man. What are you thinking of it? Are you going through it for the first time, or are you revisiting it? You know, I enjoyed Amped 2. I enjoyed the base gameplay. I thought, you know, a lot of the photo shoots and a bunch of the pros were pretty rough. But just the base levels and such, please get in there, thank you. And the sponsors and the lines and, you know, just the base gameplay was pretty nice. Even if the style mechanic was a little odd. It was a little finicky, you know. Oh, come on. Oh, I'm going so fast. That would have been a sick trick. That would have been an amazing trick. Oh, but see, like, I'm going for the Superman to tweak. You know, using the same speed as I was going Tomahawk to Pendulum, and getting no tricks, because both Superman and tweak just take longer to do. Second playthrough? Alright, cool. I've kind of thought about maybe revisiting Amped 2 the same way I went back for, you know, the Snowmen in Amped 1. But just the sheer scope of the game, and admittedly, having to redo those challenges leaves a bad taste in my mouth, because, you know, Amped 1 can be surprisingly forgiving. Like I said, those pro challenges, you can miss 3 of the pro tricks and still keep going. It's only on the 4th. Whereas Amped 2, you know, they make sure it's 3 strikes you're out, and you've got to hit the last pro trick no matter what. Which sometimes can be really rough. Like, it's 2 different kinds of hard. Like, Jet X2O is hard, but once you get it down, like, you're a master at it. Amped 2, the challenges are just frustrating, and just, like, you just spend a lot of time on a single challenge because it's wonky, rather than, you know, getting better at the game as a whole throughout. Alright, let me see if I can get these again. Yeah! Alright, so Aquatica cool route wasn't as different, you know, between the main route as we've seen a bunch of these other levels, but Aquatica is, like I said, it's pretty technical. It's more low-key on at least a ramp's perspective. I mean, it's a crazy idea. It's kind of like the Tokyo Megaplex, sort of, idea-wise. You know, a massive city that's all about tricking. Yeah, so you need to get the first one, and yeah, I should replay Amped 3 again. And yeah, Toasty Binks, Amped 2 was the one where a lot of levels got a Anatomy of a Challenge video where I discussed why a single challenge took me like 10 minutes. Alright, so we're getting pretty close to the end of the trick mode show-off. Hopefully it's been enjoyable. Did I miss any things? Zindictive was talking about something earlier. There's this game where you skate around places as a bird. I don't know. Alright, so this is per Joseph Lambert's request, and hopefully he's still here. We've got Eva Del Toro on Metronox. You know, the dark, gothic girl, the dark craft, and the dark level, the night level, which I'm sure was his reasoning. So yeah, and yeah, the photo shoots were rough because they wanted you to do this specific line, but then, again, kind of like in this game, it was tough to get, you know, the right amount of air, the right landing to get through all the photo shoots. Like, the best photo shoots were the ones where they pointed you at, like, a big jump and gave you, like, one ring to go through before and one a ways down after, you know? And it was more about the trick you had to do, how well you could play the game rather than how well you could follow their line. Alright. That ass. Alright. Metronox, let's go. You know, I could actually notice Eva being slower in tricks, but it's really not a big deal. It's not as big a deal as, like, Vladdy. Alright, so this is going to be kind of the main path for Metronox. Woo, I'm glad I landed that. Alright, so Eva's got... Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, shit. I kind of see how those line up now. That's awesome. You know, that's part of another shortcut over there. And maybe I'll attempt to show that one off. How to get over to that shortcut. But, you know, I didn't really think until I saw that, oh shit, you can probably subdive from one to the other. Alright, there's a 5x way down there. Oh, come on. Alright, that was weird, but whatever. Yeah, so Metronox is basically Mercury City. I mean, there's no denying it. This game took a lot of inspiration from Tricky, like, even down to the levels and such. But, you know, kind of how, there was a bit of talk in the comments section of my last, of the Metronox video, I believe it was, about, like, if there had been a Jet X2O 2, you know, if they had time to, you know, if Killer Games was allowed to make a sequel rather than having, like, no sales on this and disbanding. And this really feels like something where, you know how, like, oh, shit, oh, I was gonna be like, oh, I missed the subdive, but there's a ramp there. This, what I'm getting at is, this really feels like, you know how, like, SSX1 was kind of clunky now when you go back to it, and Tricky just made it all better. A Jet X2O 2 I could see doing the same thing. Taking this game and everything in it and just touching all of it up and just making it all better. Alright, hopefully you gave me enough time to get to the next ramp. Oh shit, they didn't give me enough time. Okay, well, my bad. Alright, this is still the first run. Hey, what's up, Kamakura Gaming? Welcome to the trick mode show-off of Jet X2O. Unfortunately, I'm quite a ways in, but you'll be able to watch this VOD afterwards. You know, let me go this way and see if... Oh yeah, there we go. That was a pretty cool trick. We're on the last level. We're showing off Eva. We've shown off the other characters. Oh shit. This path has, like, some awesome jumps. I didn't even take this path for the Compendium. But yeah, that was really good. Oh no, I did Pommel Horse. Pommel Horse is annoyingly long. Oh, is this how you get that 5x? Nope, that's how you go past it. Dang. Upload a new video, and you saw I was live streaming? Yeah, dang. Wish you'd seen the notification, because we've been going for like 2 hours, and I think we're getting closer to the end, but like I said, this whole VOD will be up. I'd like to put this up as like the final capstone in the Compendium. Oh, there's the... I knew there was a subdive trick again. These subdive tricks probably aren't like getting me enough points to justify going for them, but you know, with 2 minutes of buffer. All right, so here's the thing, and Ah, I grazed it. Well, once again, this is just the first full Metronox run, so we will be doing a second one, hitting the shortcuts. I knew I wasn't going to be ready for that. Alright, so I didn't go over here and take this path either. This path has, you know, just a big jump. But ultimately it's kind of close to the path I took for the amateur challenge. Wait, hold on. How did I find a forum to get my videos out on YouTube? Like, advertise somewhere or such? Is that what you're asking? I mean, this whole Extreme Sports series I started on the Something Awful forums simply because I was a member and they have a Let's Play forum. But, I mean, I still uploaded them to YouTube, first and foremost. If you're talking about, like, finding a forum yourself to advertise on, like, I don't know, Reddit or something, but I'm sorry, I guess I don't really get the question. Yeah, a lot of exploration in this game, a lot of alternate paths. I mean, they definitely made sure these tracks weren't boring. And, you know, single path only kind of stuff. So you have to give them, you know, credit that they nailed a lot of these levels. You know, the only thing I can fault them for is that where SSX series, you know, does a good job keeping big air opportunities through to the end. Like, you know, admit it. When you played SSX Tricky Alaska Show-Off, you got gold. You finally got gold on that final massive fan jump with the 5x multiplier, right? But like Jet X2O, kind of eases off at the end of most levels. Like this Metronox level, actually, now it's just this big, kind of mostly flat sewer section with like a minute to go. Like, they don't really keep the big air opportunities going till the end of the levels. There's usually a point where you know you've gotten most of the points you can get. So yeah, Kamakura, I guess if you're talking about advertising, yeah, I mean, not to be like a dick, but everyone advertises. You know, a lot of people go to Reddit and post, hey, watch my sweet video. And, you know, it's oversaturation. You know, you can't really set yourself apart with just posting a link and, you know, unless you do a really good job, you know, a couple sentence descriptor of yourself. I guess, you know, I've never really tried to advertise my channel super hard, but I guess you just need to keep going on YouTube and show the people you have quality. Like, let me, there's a channel that I'll link, here really quick. Oh, we were so close to 1 million, but I know we'll get it on, the second run. Oh yeah, hey Zindictive, so you joined the Discord. Alright. I'm digging around on Discord, so give me a minute. Like, for example, just, you know, here's the advertising that you're probably gonna get. Someone going, oh, hey, this channel's pretty cool. Like, Bob showed me this guy. Oh, God, where am I trying to go to? Like, Value Select. He's not even, like, a gamer or whatever. He just does really, you know... they seem to be kind of weird videos, but he's just got a quality to them that... you know, makes you think like, man, that was good, I want to watch another one. And Bob I'd never heard of this guy. He has a lot of videos for the amount of subs he has, but his videos are really good, and I never have heard of him otherwise. So, you know, I guess, I don't know, YouTube networking, and also just make sure your videos are good. But yeah, trying to go to forums and just posting, hey guys, I do a gaming channel, click on my videos, that's gonna get drowned out. Washed out. Alright, so Metronox, now we're going to do the Cool Paths run. Or at least some of the cool paths. Again, this is a level where you could take 3 really different paths based on based on what you want to do. Show's just begun, guys, so we're gonna stay down the middle, and Eva's gonna do the coffin and do separate flips, and gonna get a lot of points, but we're gonna line up for a lot of speed, and oh shit, I'm gonna run into this. Yeah, God. Oh, I hate when I hit those. They're so big. Alright, whatever, we're gonna continue, because we're having a good time, and I have 2 minutes on the clock. I didn't need to hit that trick. Alright, so we go over here. Please land. Woo! Oh, that was really close to not landing as well. And I'm basically just taking the path I took in the expert mode video. But yeah, Eva's pretty good. Yeah, her tricks, her special tricks are pretty safe. None of them are too long. And she's got this really quick spider kick trick if you need to get a quick 5,000 points. You know, it's just that you saw her craft's stats are really low. Like, you know, the example I made in the Compendium video is everyone else has sports cars and she has a Nissan Altima. You know, it's still fast and drives well, but it's not going to keep up with everyone else. Of course, that's why you use all the shortcuts. Because then, as I said in Karen's video, I'm never only ahead because of the speed stat on a vehicle. I'm ahead because I know the best shortcuts, and I know the best lines. Yeah, but, yeah. That channel I linked, it's kind of crazy, and there is, you know, a bit of inside lore and such that you'll just have to pick up on from watching a bunch of videos, but like he's got that. He puts in a lot of effort. He's like if you know GMC Faux Show, you know, kind of, it seems to be sort of jokey, but you're just like, holy shit, you know, this guy puts in his work and makes something awesome. Alright, so now we're doing some bridge jumping. Please make it over. Oh, I knew I was gonna crash that. Alright, well, we're gonna try this again. We don't have Kenny to leap over his own Omega Crew sign, but... oh god, land. Woo! I'd like to think I mostly am able to predict when things will land. It's, again, when tricks have a longer than expected animation that I get in trouble. Ah! This bridge section is annoying. I mean, it's just, like, yeah, it's cool, but it's really hard to get the right distances and such. Alright. Yeah, there's a few jumps here, so let's... oh no, I'm gonna hit the fucking light poles, damn it. Why are those right in my way? I need to kind of watch out about how much time I have left, because again, that sewer section is going to be a lot of time without a lot of jumps, so I'm gonna cheese this right here. Please, oh my god. Why is everything being in my way today? I swear I didn't hit any of that stuff in my previous Compendium videos. Alright, we'll have to see how this goes. I really don't want to have to restart because we're pretty damn far in, but unfortunately, you know, as I've said, there's just not a lot of opportunities. Nope. That was a bad idea. Like, maybe if there was a ramp right after this, and there was a longer, section, that'd be good, but... oh, I fucked up the, wow, I think we'll have to restart, guys. I'm sorry. But... oh, wait. We might just get through the end of this level with some serious cheese. Oh my god, look at how far back it reset me. Wow, I reset right near the end, and it took me really far back. Ugh, it doesn't want this stream to end. Alright. that was rough. But I'm gonna cheese it even harder. Like I said, I realized that I didn't have a lot of time built up, and I crashed on some pretty important jumps in a row. So we're gonna do better this time. Like the current really just fucked me right there. It happened to be at the top of its arc right as I went for the jump. That's what I was looking for there, something like that. Yeah, some of the resetting in this game can be pretty odd. As you saw, it literally put me back like 10 seconds. But you know what? That just means you get to watch more sick Jet X2O, and I'll do it better the second time. I wonder if my controller is kind of tilting back a little, because it seems like, oh god, I'm gonna hit the top of this. Hey, I survived. It seems like characters are rotating back further. Oh yeah, Zin, one more thing to point out about this game, which is weird, is that, like, your characters will move the crafts around as, you know, as they're doing tricks. So, like, you stick your leg out for a can, and you slowly tilt over to the right. Which means those special tricks where your character, like, leans off the back of the craft, like, they'll start pushing the craft back further. And so you gotta correct that in the air before you land. It's really weird. Oh, that was bad. Oh, that was really bad. Okay. Well, I know what I'm doing a little more, but, like, yeah, Metronox ends on such a boring note. With the long sewer thing. I mean, yeah, I'm sure it felt cool the first time, but not only is it rough for getting points, but also there's like a awesome, cool extra shortcuts that the AI will take, and then an even cooler shortcuts that the AI might take. So you need to know all that stuff. Alright. Vampire X, I got the 5X. I think I'm good. Yes, alright. So we're going to do a sick trick here. Don't hit the car. Woo! Alright. We're in the money, baby. See? Doing it better the second time around. Or I got like the third time around by this point. Yeah, this game is like an idiot dog that just, like, you know, it won't go through the open door unless you pretend to open it. It'll just, like, jump on you and fall down because it was a pug and it tried to jump on the couch. It's like an idiot dog where you're like, oh, you know, stupid dog, but you still love it. You still love the game. It's just got quirks. I mean, you gotta do some stupid shit, and then you do that awesome wheelie stuff, and you're like, oh shit, this game might be awesome. And then your barrel roll half goes. I'm convinced some... Wait, where did that put me? Oh. Okay. Let me go for this and not hit the pipe. Thank you. Yeah. The whole compendium was me both advertising and apologizing for this game. It's just like, this is my hill to die on, I guess. I don't know. Spider kick. Awesome. Alright, let's get through this already. The people are waiting. I'm getting thirsty. I have my energy drink here, but... Alright, yeah, something like that, yeah. Oh god. Ho, whoo! That was lucky. But actually, you know what, I have the time to set this up better, so I'm gonna set this shortcut up better. This is kind of an interesting shortcut right there. You know, just because that's kind of this hidden super shortcut that you might pass right by because it requires you to kind of, you know, look, you know, be going slow enough to kind of look around. I'm not having much luck with doing crazy stuff at the finish line. But, alright. So, to anyone keeping score, how many times did we get over 1 million?
Where's the competition?
Oh, Eva just disappeared for a split second. Yeah, she has some weird stuff with her ending animations. And again, any of those that didn't go over 1 million, I could have if I just did more Tomahawk to Pendulum cheese.
Press start to
But,
begin.
whatever.
Welcome
Alright,
to Jet
so we're just gonna check out Big Wave for 10 minutes or so. Big Wave is basically practice mode. It's a big, open-ended area where, you know, you're just able to ride around and, you know what, let's just pick Eva some more.
Select crab.
Excuse me. Or, you know, yeah, I don't know. Excuse me. Alright, so it starts you out with Mega, but you can see it's just a big open area with a bunch of land and such, and you're just supposed to ride around and do cool tricks. The only thing is there's quite a lot of land actually, so you're kind of constrained in your things, but if you try to go outside, you know, it gives you a counter and then puts you back in the level. So this is kind of an area to practice your tricks and such. It's a cool little demo area. And so, yeah, so here are those buoys. Those are normally in the levels, and they kind of follow just like SSX, where there are yellow buoys, orange buoys, and red buoys, and they're like boost buoys. So yellow gives you 1 more block of boost on your right bar. Orange gives you 2 more. And red gives you 5 more. So, yeah, it might be cool maybe to explore a bit. Maybe? Also, I hope you're not, like, afraid of the ocean, because, yeah, you can stare off into the expanse beyond, you know, in quite a few of these jumps. Like, oof, you know, you know, it doesn't terrify me as much as when I was a kid, but just kind of staring off into the open ocean, you know, is kind of a, woo, kind of feeling. Like, on Google Maps, Google Earth, you know, I don't like, you know, going to, you know, looking at somewhere like Hawaii or such, because as it zooms in and the ocean just swallows you, I'm like, oh god! But alright, let's see if we can get a sick jump here. Yeah, that was actually a pretty cool one. I'd have liked if any of my button combo things... Really, today has been really weird in my buttons, like, to initiate flips and such not working. Oh, but here's a fun little thing. Alright. So I know about this. So, there's this, like, tall mountain. And if you can fight against the current and get up to the top... I'm trying to stagger my boost a little. Oh no, come on. Woo! It's kind of a cool top area. And then, yeah, this is sort of the top of the world, baby, in, this big wave, but then you can go down it, and if I had more boost, this might go better, but you can kind of get an awesome jump into that pool right there, but I didn't really have the boost. I mean, it does have, you know, it's not like it has really cool Easter eggs, but it does have some cool additional details. Like, what? Like, do you guys remember Splashdown? The game Splashdown. And how, like, you know, some of the levels would change between medium and hard mode. And, you know, sometimes there'd be these kind of, like, isolated little areas, like isolated little pools. Like, I can remember, I think the Australia Great Barrier Reef level really, you know, was a strong example of, you know, having kind of these isolated little pools that you'd ride between. I was trying to get over that, but I think that's too high with no boost. But you can kind of find some isolated little areas here or there in Big Wave. Yeah, I mean, it's cool to have this much land to trick off, but as you see, there's a lot of land to then land on and not get your cool trick. And the actual ramps they give you, like the setup ramps, are pretty weak as well. Alright, so open ocean on this side. Oh geez, are you just getting my stupid oh yeah, the stupid dogs comment that I mentioned earlier. Yeah, it's the dog that tries to jump in the back of the truck, but like hits their face, and you wish you were recording because it was kind of funny, but on the other hand, you're kind of like, oh geez, that probably hurt. Yeah, some cool little, this looks like a cool opportunity, so let's... Sandbar, of course. Probably expecting me to be going faster. Again, as you saw, Eva's probably got the lowest speed of all the signature vehicles. But... yeah, I don't know. Big Wave's alright, but... it's not like I load up the game just to play Big Wave, you know? I'll load up the game to, you know, load up a level and go off some cool jumps that I know will mostly put me on water. Alright, so we went around the outside, I believe. But let's kind of check the middle out again. Yeah, so like here's a inbuilt ramp. With, again, a huge sandbar. Okay. I'm actually having pretty bad luck with, you know, landing, but... oh, you see that off in the distance. That's the corner of the level. You know, it did the thing where the skybox is just, you know, 2D textures around the sides, so you can see the corner way off in the distance right there. That's kind of funny. Oh, God. I don't think I'm getting back in, boys. Oh, dang it. Alright, so this was Jet X2O. Do you guys have anything else you might want me to see? I feel like we've been streaming long enough that I wouldn't want to do like a full career or something, but maybe like a single race or something. Oh, by the way, race mode is just the levels, but you're the only person, and it's like a time trial, and they get rid of all the ramps. So... that actually, again, changes the dynamic a little bit, I guess, but not enough that I'd want to show the whole thing. Trick mode definitely changed the dynamic of the levels more. Here was a pretty good jump, but... yeah, alright. I'll give you guys like a minute if there's any, you know, 5 or 10 minute thing I can show off that you really want to see, but otherwise I think that's it for Jet X2O. I mean, I really enjoy playing the game. And yeah, if anyone does want to try and compete for, like, time records or show-off records or something, I might, you know, give them a shot. But, yeah, aside from just loading the game up and playing more one day, I don't see what more I could add to YouTube for it. Go for a single race, give the game a good send-off. Yeah, maybe a good send-off. Let's see, what would be the best? Yeah, sure, I'll show off one more combo thing. Or one combo thing.
Press start. Welcome to Jet X2O.
What's my favorite level? And favorite rider? I'd go with either Luke or Vittorio. Just again, because they're super tricky. Tricky peeps. Yeah, what's my favorite level? Maybe Mesotech or Neotropic, probably. We'll go with Neotropic. Alright, we're just gonna do one, you know, fun, cool race, and also Zindictive. This is the main mode of gameplay, the combo mode. This is what you're doing in World Circuit, where there will be other racers you have to beat, and... you know, point requirements you have to meet. The other racers will get trick points and you have to beat them. And, you know, by expert mode, you basically need to be getting first in the points and the tricks. So you'll see kind of the points that everyone else gets versus the points I can string together. Oh, Luke, you asshole. But yeah, now the boost buoys, and now you're thinking about your racing lines a bit more in combo mode. But with someone like Vito, you can get ahead. You want to stay out of the pack just because, I mentioned the AI are on their own line and you're not going to be able to change them. So, you need to evaluate giant tricks and also fast lines. But again, in Jet X2O, usually those aren't mutually exclusive. Like, that was a big shortcut, and that was also 85,000 points right there. Oh, he just finished that. But yeah, I love Vito, because, like, he's just so free. You can just go for cooler stuff with him. I keep trying to explain this oomph factor. I think this is probably... It makes no sense, but that's probably my favorite turn in the whole game. Because with the way the current is pushing you, the way you have to turn around it, it just looks really cool. Like you're basically drifting. Oh god. Yeah, I wonder if my controller, I plugged it in with a thumbstick slightly aimed down or something, because the characters do seem to be leaning back a bit more than I'm expecting in some of these longer tricks. Oh, that was dumb. I didn't do any tricks there. So yeah, I'm gonna try and get back up to my Mega bar, because that basically, just like Tricky, SSX Tricky, that basically gives you free boost. Now, you're not gonna get unlimited boost in this game. You've got to constantly oh, fuck. Whoops! Hey, how the fuck did I barrel roll? But, so you're battling the whole race for that, but... Alright, you want to see some of those mega tricks? How about this one? Alright, dunk yourself, Vito. Oh yeah, I love some of the animations of the single animation tricks. All right, time to redeem myself. Or no, I did the mojo on that ramp, but whatever. Oof! I swear to God, it's like the Roblox being hit sound every time at the end of tricks lining up. Maybe you guys need to hear it without me like chatting everything over it, but I swear. All right. This is a pretty good race, so let me get in the shorter path. There's like a there's like an area skipping jump you can do, since you see that these paths curve down and around, but I've never been able to figure out what to do for that. Alright, so we're doing pretty well, and we got over 300,000 points, which, in a race with no trick multipliers is, going pretty crazy. I want to make sure I win this, so well, I was gonna say skip the ramp, but then I just kind of got screwed by the geography. But I think we're good, and so, well, we're not out of the woods yet. I could totally screw this up at the end. But no, alright, so that was a fun race on Jet X2O, and I even got that in a race. Awesome. 358.60. Alright, yeah, so fast times, fast score, and so yeah, you see that you would have had to score like 230,000 points as well as beat the other racers, which, they're rubber banding pretty hard, so if you need to do a few extra tricks along the way, just make sure in the last 10% of the level you're gunning for the finish line. Alright, but that'll be it, I believe, for Jet X2O, so, like I said, maybe if I'm bored one of these days, I might just stream, going through a character again or something, but I think for the purposes of the Compendium video, that's all we're gonna do. So, I want to thank everyone who came out and checked this out, and, yeah, thank you all for watching me on a Saturday afternoon, a nice 2.5-hour stream. I didn't even get all like... I released another rolling video today as well. I know, I did a lot today. But rolling is getting pretty close to the end as well, and... You know, I'm hoping to stream some bonus stuff for that when that concludes in a couple more weeks. You know, just before the holidays. So, yeah. Thanks, everyone. And I'll see you next time.